they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. So Alabama's offense will take the field first. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, and these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks. David, this one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names, brand versus brand, big-time baller versus big-time baller, trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them today. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. The noise bouncing off of Sparty's armor as they encourage the green and white on third down. Almost got to the sticks on third down, able to pick up 6, but they're looking at a 4th and 1. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Smashes it between the uprights. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Spartans offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, David.
It was not a good performance. And this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better. And they've got to find some ways to move the football. They've got to throw the football, but we can't turn it over. Jesse, those are the critical mistakes. More games are lost than won. And last week, too many turnovers for this quarterback.
Well, they just had too many negative plays and too many turnovers in that game to win. They believe they've got the dudes offensively to win games so long as they stay on schedule. When you're going backwards and you're giving the offense on the other side more possessions because you turn it over, that's a recipe for disaster, and that's something they have to be able to avoid in this game.
And the Spartans will snap it on 1st and 10. Been showing them the run, now they'll throw it. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Just going to keep it after the snap. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. 1st down here for the offense. Looking to throw on 1st down. Soft spot in the middle. Tight windows, no problem to grab the tackle, and it's 1st down in the red zone at the 10. Gives it on the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick?
Got enough space, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Spartans. That drive was what every father wants his daughter's romances to be like. Slow, take your time, drain the clock, no hurry at all.
Sometimes love is a slow burn. And that's what we just saw in that last drive. I am so impressed with the execution, and I love their ability to run the football. These players, they're coached up. They're coming out here, and they are executing exactly how their coaches prepared them to do in this game.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Snagged in the middle, it's Willis. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. One big play, and now they've got it at the 42-yard line on first down. Motion from the wide receiver. The play-action fake. He lobs one high down the left side. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and it just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Just keeps slinging it. Fires to the wideout. He makes the catch. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. They'll move the tight end. Looking for room. It's Bland. Pulled down at the 29 after getting 5. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Dropping back, it's Cook. Rushes on him. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
What an effort getting to the quarterback there. You think about Michigan State D-line, Jarrell Worthy, Shalik Calhoun, guys that would use their frame to their advantage, and you just could not block them. This guy has physical ability. He's got a lot of things you can't coach. One of those is that frame, and he used it right there to his advantage.
On 1st and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. They'll try to get it in with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
And that's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
And he missed it. No good. And guys, still down by 4, still needing a touchdown to take the lead. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Off to a good start here and back to work. Turning it on! And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. The Spartans can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Physical running style. Maybe the patron saint of that for Michigan State is T.J. Duckett.
Oh, the big fella. And that reminds me of Michigan State football. That's who they are, right? The physicality. They're gonna be blue collar. They're gonna roll up their sleeves, and make no mistake, every game you play against them, if you don't match the physical challenge, you will lose.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll give it to the back. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
On the run, deep down the right side. He's got it on the outside. He stopped just short the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. The explosive play set the table. Now they got to serve the feast. They'll run it. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
They keep nudging it closer, but now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. They're going to run it.
this offense. It's third and goal. It's money time. I've got to be more physical than you. And that's exactly what this offense just did. Put the ball on the ground and put it in the end zone.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes that Alabama offense. They might be feeling a little heat here as they've fallen into a 14-3 hole early. Running to the left. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Back to throw, it's Cook. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Sparty and nearly 75,000 of his closest friends pegging the decibel meter on third down. Throws for the tight end. Another incompletion on third down. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. His first one of the day gave that leg a workout 5 times in last week's victory. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O's. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Fires to the big fella. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Zings it complete to the right. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Running back searching for a hole. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You can tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
He makes the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and the first down. And the Spartans are moving quickly down the field. The short hands, it's Kelly. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Michigan State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. It seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
You know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. Back to pass, it's Cook. Here comes the heat. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. He'll take it on the return. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times. looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Kelly. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to go up top. Fires to the middle. Oh, goes right through his hands, and he will think about that one for a while. It'll be third down.
Man, that's one you expect him to make in his sleep, right? He's one of the better receivers in the entire country. He just dropped that one over the middle of the field.
Wants to keep it in the air. Looking to scramble. He'll pull it down and run. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. The Spartans will line it up on 1st and 10. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And he was fortunate.
I don't know if he left or it timed him out, so.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Here he goes. They get him until he's in the red zone. He'll run it at the 14.
Yeah, I just finished my shit.
Obviously, the key is to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around him do a good job to make it a good play.
And everybody around him doesn't just need the offensive line. The receivers getting everything downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important to their responsibility.
With the run on 1st and goal. And they just tried to slam it in from the doorstep, but they went nowhere. It'll be marked down at the 1. And the D denied them on 2nd and goal.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be, and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great because coverage is going to be tight. It might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been living in practice over and over and over again.
Baker should be late 20s.
Here comes that Alabama defense onto the field.
Oh, he should be 31-ish, 32 maybe.
43 is no fun, and they have to get something going right now. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Pulls it in down the sideline. He's running right down the middle. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17.
Mm-hmm.
Complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they play it 1st and 10 inside the 20. Hurled on his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, nice job by the defense. They're playing with the big lead. They know the offense has to throw it, and they're inviting throws over the middle of the field, knowing they can break on these passes and maybe put one on. Offense lucky, causing a turnover.
And the defense holds firm.
No, it was so nice.
And the Spartans can really attack on this second and short. They just keep firing. Fires to the middle. He's gone. Well, let's see if it stays. So that penalty's going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's second down. Offense gets set for second down. Leaves it with the Jets. Traveled that space and picked up 6 out to the 33.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that isn't a recipe for disaster. They've got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. Tight end now in motion. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field position. Let's see if they continue from a play calling standpoint use offensive plays like that.
After the productive first down play, it's second and 6.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but
Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Man, this guy isn't even who needs some tight end. This guy is a dude. He keeps making plays like this. We're going to start comparing him to Brock Bowers and Kyle Pitts. The run after the catch, the big body, the athletic ability. He has it all.
They're going to ride this running back. 1st down and 4.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to deplete the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They're looking to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
And he finds some solid space. Now check out
I won already. Ain't no if I'm winning. I won. It's a difference.
Makes the grab. They have him now, and he's got enough to get it across the line to pick up the first down.
Hmm.
Just shows you the arm right there.
I
That's
take
all
that
it
as
takes for this
disrespect.
young man and his ability to rush, throw, lead a team, put up huge numbers. I talked to him both ways, running and passing. And this dude very much in the Heisman race. He's had a great season. He can do a little bit of everything.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to find. Smarty. They push that lead out. A really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, man, they had 12 touchdowns. I mean, well, 4 or 5 of them were
The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. On their last drive, defense had no idea what was going to be the run or pass that wound up being
Well, it's
called.
gonna be a different story.
Some
They're gonna
drives
be a different
come
story.
down to
We
the wire.
18. Cause
Touchdown
I
or
went.
these guys have
Cause Kobe will tell you. After I lost, I said, "Oh, I'm about to have to go on a tear down,"
find a way to
and that's
slow
what
the
I
offense
did.
down, make them more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess
I
up
said,
the
"I have to do it
secondary.
now."
a completion to the fullback. And the defense is running out of room to defend.
This quarterback right now is in a groove. He's doing a nice job he's reading the coverage and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football.
Touchdown, Spartans! The finisher, the exclamation point momentum. Wants to throw on first down. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. And they stop. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't get any worse than last time if they drop the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, Dave, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion and then let him get back into the game.
Yeah, when you find an easy pickup, you hand the football off and you get the ball moving going, and they can jumpstart this offense on the field.
Oh, he drops it. That is a catch. He makes 99 before he gets to 100, but it'll be third down. They'll work from the gun now. They throw it to the 47-yard line. And the Spartans have it with a first and 10. In the air on first down. Oh, he wants it all. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball to get numbers. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. He's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches. So I don't mind him taking another shot and going for it.
The Spartans lining up just needing a few points on third down. Incomplete. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. They're about to run a dirty half dozen plays on this drive. Looking downfield on first down. Looking to find. They got it inside and hit the mark at the 38. It's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to go up top on first down.
Yeah,
He's
yeah. I
got
peeped.
it.
I peeped that.
And they'll spot him at the 24.
And because of the success that this quarterback has had early in his career running the football, if I'm the coordinator calling plays, I'm dialing up his number more on design runs and also timing it in the secondary.
Coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Forced sacks. Pass protection has not been great, even though they've got the lead in this game.
He'll just throw it away, and it'll be fourth down. No signs of any kind of kickers. They'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains.
Ali.
He's got
Uh,
it. Got enough to move the sticks.
no, that Ali
He's
check.
on the 7-yard line.
Ali's a guy to put together. I mean, he is in the top 10 in passing in college football, obviously. And obviously, we're talking about him for the Heisman, but just a guy you've been able to trust as a dynamic passer, throwing the football all over the yard. This team has been built on him. He's had an unbelievable season.
Waiting in the red zone here on second down. Back to pass. He wants it all. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. 5 quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Finds the backup option to give. They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. And here they come going for the first down on 4th and 2. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Could run the ball again, and he's still going. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep wasting no time throwing on this drive. And the pressure heads there. And down he goes at the 18. And the Spartans with a long way to go